Alright, I've been saving this technique for a minute. This is how you're going to manifest a phone call from your SP. No questions asked. You do this method, a phone call will happen. First, I want to tell you a story about how I use this method. Then I'll tell you the process. And then I will let you guys set free onto the world to manifest phone call after phone call. Alright, first, the story time. Back in 2015, I was in the military. I was overseas serving on a deployment in the U.S. Army. I came back for a New Year's break. Christmas to New Year's break. I had a week off. I came back to the city I'm in, and I met a female. This female, back in 2015, I'm still with this person. And the way I met her was at a party, and it was a chance encounter for maybe only an hour. I got her phone number, and I ended up going back into deployment and was hoping to get responses from text messages or a phone call at least, and I wasn't getting anything. And I was not in a great place because the deployment environment was kind of not the best. It was like worse than prison, what I was doing over there. It was probably the worst condition I've ever been in my life. But I found solace in some techniques to change my mindset. And then this one specific technique I used, because I was very desperate for the phone call from this female. I used the technique, I don't even know what to call it, guys. I derived it from Neville Goddard, but he didn't call it anything. And then I used robotic affirmations on top of it. Okay, so all I did was close my eyes, pictured this person, who I've only met for 1 hour at a random party. I pictured this person in my head. This was weeks and weeks after I met her. I've been deployed for a couple months now, again, and I haven't seen her for like almost 6-7 weeks. And I would close my eyes, and I did this for what felt like an eternity, but it was probably only 2 weeks straight. I did it once a day at night. I closed my eyes and I pictured her in the black dress I met her in at the party. Beautiful girl, beautiful female in my head. And I pictured her. I visualized her. I visualized what we did at the party, how I spoke to her. Everything was going great. We didn't dance or anything, unfortunately, but that was all I had in my picture, that conversation we had at the party. And how I got her phone number, that's what I was picturing. That was my entire mental image, that 30-second mental clip. So I kept like a 15 to 30-second mental clip of our conversation and me getting her phone number. I kept that in my head, and I kept that feel in my head, because when I got her phone number, I felt really good. That was my high moment. That was the moment of max feeling. This was me up here, right? You need to find that feeling when we're going to do the process after this. Find that feeling. As I'm telling you the story, remember some encounter that you had so you can find a similar feeling. That was the high moment of when I met her, when I got her phone number. I pictured her. 30 seconds. Visual memory. Over and over again. And as I pictured her, I used robotic affirmations to solidify the intention. So I told the universe, me and Samantha, I always received phone calls from Samantha. I always receive phone calls from Samantha. I'm so glad Samantha spends hours a day on the phone call with me. I'm so glad Samantha spends hours a day on a phone call with me. I'm so glad Samantha spends hours a day on a phone call with me as I'm picturing her in her black dress and the conversation we had and how I got her phone number. And then I would mix it up with those. It will be 2 to 4 affirmations. I'll mix it up some days. Some days I got bored. That's just my style. You guys don't have to mix it up. You can use the same affirmation over and over again. But I like to mix things up just to mix things up. It's fun for me. So I would switch it up like, I'm so glad. Why is Samantha always calling me? Why is Samantha always calling me? I'm so happy that Samantha is always calling me and texting me. I'm so happy that Samantha's always calling and texting me. And my style of affirmations is I switch. I would move affirmations from affirmations. It's easier for me because for some reason my subconscious when I try to remember a specific affirmation, I put more effort into it. But if I free flow the affirmations, it's less of an effort. It's less of a workout for me. It's more of a free form thought, and that helps me do things with less energy. Because these affirmations are robotic. They're not meant for you to put your energy into. The visualization is what I want you to put your energy into. I want you to put your intentional energy in remembering that feeling, that high moment you have in that visualization. But I want you to robotically say the affirmations. And once you do this for 5 minutes a night, supposedly you're supposed to be able to do it the first night and get that phone call that first night. But I did it for almost 3 weeks. Every night, religiously, and I got a phone call in those 3 weeks. That's just what happened for me. Now, for you guys in the comments, a certain amount of you guys will get a phone call after the first 5 minutes. Leave that in the comments. I want to know who's the good affirmation, who's the good manifestors out there, because I know there's a lot of A-class, high-class manifestors out there in the comment section. If you guys are able to do it in the first 5 minutes, that's crazy work. Congrats. If it takes a week, that's pretty good. If it takes 2 weeks, that's okay. If it takes 3 weeks, all right, you're tied with me. If it takes longer, we need to work on your blockers. So contact me for free coaching. I do free coaching. I'm here to help you get past your blockers. This was a quicker video. It's getting late. I didn't have anything planned, so I just wanted to give you this technique I remembered from my past. This is the girl I'm still with. Like, I'm still with this female after how many years? 7, 8, 9 years? Well, I can't count 2015, so 8 years. 2015 we were just talking. It was nothing official. So 8 years. But that's crazy work, right? Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. As always, see you in the next one. I'll have something longer tomorrow. Right now, today, it was just quick and dirty. Try the technique out. Key is to visualize intentionally with energy and remember that high feeling. And then after you visualize, or when you're visualizing that 15 to 30 second clip, once you get that feeling in your head, start your affirmations. You don't need to say the affirmations out loud. You can say it in your head, but start the affirmations with no energy. I want you to say these affirmations. Make it easy for you to say. And this will happen. It will happen like that in 5 minutes for, some of you guys. Hopefully all of you guys. Hopefully you guys are all great manifestors. If you're not a great manifester, text me in the description. There's a phone number. Text me and I'll help you guys out. See you in the next one. Peace.